Hey everybody, so in this video we're talking about double and half angle identities. So here it says if cosine of theta is 7 over 25 and theta is in between 3 pi halves and 2 pi, find tangent of 2 theta. So this isn't going to be too bad. They give us a ratio right here and they tell us what the reference angle is. Now these radians are in reference to the unit circle. So let's think back there. We know that on the unit circle, this starts at 0 and ends at 2 pi. We know right here, this is going to be pi over 2. This is pi. This is 3 pi halves. So if my angle is in between 3 pi halves and 2 pi, that means I'm right here in quadrant 4. So if I were to draw a right triangle in quadrant 4, it would look something like this. And there's my reference angle. So here, theta is right here. Now, they tell us that cosine of theta is 7 over 25. Now, this is actually really helpful because we know what legs are used in a cosine ratio. It's the adjacent over the hypotenuse. So if I'm looking here at theta, this is my adjacent, so that's going to be 7. And this is my hypotenuse. Remember, the hypotenuse is always directly across from the right angle. So here, this is going to be 25. Now, using this, they say find tangent of 2 theta. Okay, well, we need to think about what tangent is. So tangent of 2 theta is equal to 2 tangent theta divided by 1 minus tangent squared. So we're going to need the ratio for tangent. And we know that tangent is the opposite leg over the adjacent. So here we have the adjacent leg, but we're missing this opposite leg. So before we can find tangent of 2 theta, we need to figure out what the missing value is for this leg. And to do that, we're going to use Pythagorean's theorem. So we have 7 squared plus y squared equals 25. So here we have 49 plus y squared is going to equal 25 squared. And 25 squared is 625. So now I'll subtract the 49. And that gives me 576. So y squared is equal to 576. And now I'll take the square root of that. And that's going to give me 24. Now, one thing to pay attention to here that we cannot forget. This triangle is in quadrant 4. Imagine that this right here is a coordinate point. In order to get to this coordinate point, you had to go to the right 7 and down 24. So you want to remember that this value should be negative. If you don't make it negative, then when you plug it into your ratio here, you're not going to get the correct answer. So now we know the value of tangent. Tangent is the opposite over the adjacent, so it's going to be negative 24 over 7. So here we have 2 times tangent, negative 24, all over 7. And this will be over 1 minus negative 24 over 7 squared. So now we can begin working this out on our calculator. So we have 2 times negative 24. That's going to give us negative 48. This is still over 7. This will be divided by, here, 1 minus negative 24 over 7 squared. Now, you got to remember your order of operations. You must square before you do anything else. 1 minus 576 all over 7 squared, which is 49. So anytime you square something that's negative, it becomes positive. So now this negative doesn't go away. this one did. So I have 1 minus this value squared. So here we're going to need common denominators. So we know that 1 can just be rewritten as 49 over 49, or if you have a calculator handy, the calculator will just do this. So if I said 49 minus 576, I'm going to get 527. So what I have here is negative 48 over 7 divided by negative 527 over 49. Here, you're in pretty good shape to type this in on the calculator. So if I have 48 over 7 and I divide this by negative 527 over 49, I'm going to get 336 over 527. So tangent of 2 theta here is going to be 336 all over 527. All right, that's going to be all for this video. I hope that you found it helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and we'll see you all in the next video.